All right, hi everybody. John Meadows back with my man James Seals. Today we're going to do a back workout. A lot of our back workouts, we've done a lot of lower lat and upper lat work. But today it's going to be a little bit more focused on your rhomboids, kind of your middle back. Dorian Yates used to have that nasty middle back, real thick look. You hit a lat spread and it looks like it's popping out at you. And so today we're going to do a little bit more focus on rhomboids. You can your lower traps in that area too. That's a real impressive muscle when it's developed. That thick, gnarly look just gives your back a different look. So we're going to start off here on the prime machine with a row, and you'll notice our arms are going to be pronated, our grip's pronated. So we get a little bit more of that area. If we had our hands turned this way, we would be doing more lat, but we're focusing a little bit more on our middle back. So we're going to start right here. You're also going to see as we warm up and get to our heavier sets, each set will start to kind of work the stretch a little bit more. And by the time James and I are at our heavier sets, you're going to see us really stretching. That rhomboid doesn't really get a hard stretch, so you have to really force it. So as we get warmed up and everything starts feeling good, you'll notice we really emphasize that stretch at the bottom too. So we're starting to warm up now. I like these. The only tough thing is sometimes it's hard to breathe with your chest on the pad, but just suck it up and do it. It's all right. Not gonna kill you. This machine is it's pretty cool. It's a variable resistance machine. You notice the different pegs on here. So if we want to load the stretch, we'll actually put more weight up here. If you want to load the contraction, you can put more weight down at the bottom. So right now we're just kind of balancing out pretty equal, but now we're getting ready to start our really hard work sets. So now we're going to start working the stretch more. So we'll start adding some weight there, and you'll see now we're exaggerating. Now, a lot of people will tell you, don't come out of the seat, your form is sloppy. But I personally really like a real exaggerated stretch on lats. Some people will tell you that, oh, you're losing all the tension in your lats. That's fine, I hear you, but again, I really like that super stretch on lats, particularly your upper lats. The other thing too is when you compete, some of you compete, I really feel like those exaggerated stretches help your lat spread. I get deep tissue work done on my serratus and my subscap. I feel like that helps my mobility in my lats, helps them flare wider, but I also think those real exaggerated stretches, for whatever reason, I think that they actually really allow you to open up your lats a lot more. So, that's my take on it. All right, a little bit more stretch now. All right, here we go. This is our last set of 10 right here. 3 sets of 10, big stretch. And James had an absolutely nasty back when he's competing. Still got a big strong back, all the way to 10. Good. 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 We used to do back, usually 20 sets, and we finish with deadlifts. We always did deadlifts last. And James used to always go up to 6 plates and a quarter for his sets of 5 after we did back. Of course, I could never keep up, but I tried. All right, so we did 3 sets of 10 heavy on that machine row. Now we're gonna do some dumbbell bent over rows. Again, with the same grip to emphasize our rhomboids and lower traps. We're gonna bump our reps up now. Now we're gonna take our reps up to 12. So, here we go. You feel these digging in hard on those lower traps and rhomboids, especially the higher reps. Rhomboids are not used to higher reps. All right, so we're gonna hit our 3rd set. A lot of times we use kettlebells on these. Kettlebells actually feel great on these, but the kettlebells today weren't heavy enough, so we're gonna use dumbbells, which still feel good. So this is our 3rd set of 12. Here's a good stretch too. So keep your arms straight and just lean back like this. Push your shoulders forward so you can feel your rhomboids stretching. Hold that for about 15 seconds. Really good stretch, very simple. All right, now we're gonna move on to a deadlift. A lot of the work that you do in a deadlift is a combination of your spinal erectors, your lower traps, and your rhomboids all kind of working together to stand you up. So what I'm gonna do, it's a partial deadlift. I'm not going down all the way. I'm trying to keep my lower body out of it. But I'm using really my spinal erectors, my lower traps, and rhomboids. And you'll notice when I come up, I'm actually pulling my shoulders back to get a little bit more trap and rhomboid. So that's kind of the difference. Instead of just standing up straight, you're actually going to see my elbows and shoulders coming back. To get a little bit more in your lower traps, rhomboid, that whole area we're working on. So I'm going to do 1 set here to show you the form, and then we're going to hit 3 sets of 5. All right, guys, so now we're going to hit some chin-ups with a band supported chin-ups, so you can get a lot higher up into the chin-up. So watch how I hook the band up. Very simple, but it allows you to get much higher into the range of motion. So much higher up in your chin up. These make my lats really sore. I love these. So I'm gonna do 3 sets to failure here. All right, so we did our 3 sets of chins. We got 12 reps a set. Those felt awesome. The other thing, so that was lat, obviously. The other thing I like to do when working rhomboids is I like to do spinal erectors with them. Those muscles kind of, you know, they tie in each other, right? So we're going to finish today with some banded hyperextensions. There's many different ways you can do these with weight. Sometimes we actually put a barbell behind our head. Sometimes we just hold a dumbbell. Sometimes we hold a plate. I'm going to use them with a band today. As you come up, you get more tension as the band gets tighter. So it just gives you more resistance in the contracted position. Really tough. So we're going to shoot for 10 to 12 reps here, and we're going to do 3 sets here as well. All right, guys, just hit our 3 sets there. So we did 5 exercises today. We did 2 rows for our rhomboids, a partial deadlift for lower traps and rhomboids, chins for our lats, and we finished with the hypers for our spinal erectors and our lower back. Give this workout a shot. Let me know what you think, everybody. We appreciate you watching. So for my partner, James Seals, and I, have an awesome day.